So this is Rachel from RedAnt Fashions. I say it's never about sex with exes contact me, and the reason I say that is because 9 out of 10 times the men who end up dating me, I'm not their type. It's like they're curious about me. Those types of men tend to be very curious about me, or they have misconceptions about what kind of girl I am because the way that I look or the way that I dress, which I've been dressing the same and I'm still the same girl since I was 6. My wardrobe hasn't changed. I've just gotten bigger. But a lot of times people assume, well, you're an artist and you dress all free and flowing, and you know, your parents are all hippy-dippy like, and you grew up at the Renaissance fair. You just must be a free wallflower, like free wild child. And that's not true. I am not a free wild child. I was raised very much modestly, and you know, my mother had only been with 2 men my whole entire childhood, my father and then my stepdad. So I'm not really a free child. I did grow up in a dysfunctional family, and because of that, I like structure. I do believe in real relationships. I do believe in monogamy. I do, you know, I understand gender roles. I do understand the dynamics between men and women. And I think a lot of times men just think that I'm free-spirited and I just want to, you know, I'm open and we can just play and this, that, and the other, and, you know, I'm all about loving everyone. That's not true. I don't imprint myself on everyone. I might not pick the best people to play with, but that doesn't mean that I play with everyone. Most people I'm super close to, I don't play with. But the men I date, 9 out of 10 times aren't sexually attracted to me. They're just very curious about me, and then they end up getting in serious relationships with me, and then they don't know what to do with me because I'm not all free-spirited, artsy-fartsy, hippy-dippy, you can just do whatever, and I'm just going to hang out in the art studio and do my arts and crafts, and, you know, as long as you pay the bills, you can just sleep with whoever you want, do with whatever you want. So, you know, I'm not that girl that you can put on a shelf till later. But they always want to. They always want to stick me on that shelf. I think they all have one with my name on it. I've been told more than once the reason the sex stops in the relationship is not because it wasn't good. Not because of me. It's because they're not physically attracted to my body. I don't look like a 12-year-old boy. I have very much a womanly body. I've always had a big ass. I've always had big hips. Even at my thinnest, when I'm super thin and skinny, I've always had wide hips, and I've had them since I was, you know, since I hit puberty. I'm very curvaceous, even at my thinnest. My boobs look like a woman who breastfed for 2 years, because I did. You know, I have a little bit of love handles on my hips from having a baby that I just never really bothered to get rid of. Because I was busy doing other things. But, so I get told all the time, when I'm at my thinnest, I'm told that I'm chunky. When I'm in between, I'm told that I'm chubby and voluptuous. And right now, men think that I'm fat. We'll just say it. That's what they think. And I get told that all the time, that I'm just, you know, I'm fat. Pretty much, I'm overweight. I'm a few extra pounds to love. I get told shit like that all the time, which, by the way, telling a girl that doesn't make her panties wet and they don't fall off. It actually hikes them back up even tighter. But I get told that kind of stuff because they want to be honest with you. And it's like, well, if you're not sexually attracted to me and I don't make you aroused, don't date me. It's that simple. Be my friend. But they don't ever figure that out. One thing is for sure is that I feel much more grounded and solid in myself. I definitely don't have that feeling of need inside of me, as far as needing to be approved of or needing to be loved or needing whatever. I'm pretty content in myself, and I'm pretty content in who I am. I feel really solid about it. I'm okay with it. I mean, there's obviously, like anybody, I have things that I want to correct, or, you know, I want to lose a little bit of weight, or, you know, I'm growing older, so there's things I want to do different with myself to make myself feel better. But those are all like personal things that I think naturally women go through, or anyone goes through as they grow older. But I don't have that weird that burning sensation of need inside of me. I'm content in my solitude, or I'm content with the exchanges that I'm having with people. I don't feel like there's a need for something more than there is, or trying to figure things out. If the connection's there, it's there. If it's not, oh well. Like, that's kind of the space I've been in lately. I'm very self-focused on what it is that I'm trying to accomplish this year and my own goals and what I need, and as well as I'm really focused on what does my son need, and trying to get him on his feet and figuring out his place in the world as he starts really coming into himself. And that's been a really big focal point, is getting him where he needs to go. So I'm very in that space of very family oriented and reeling it in, really reeling it in, and finding that connection and looking at what's important and where my priorities are. So I'm looking a lot more inward instead of outward.